Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 124, and the 7th episode of the Royals story arc. This episode is brought to you by Kayla and patrons like them. If you are not a patron, head on over to patreon.com/Adventure Inc. Support the show. We are just so proud of everything we've put together with this show. We are so happy to have people that love to listen to it and make it a part of their lives. And we think that there is so much more we can be doing. And if you support the show, it helps make sure that we can make things like that happen. 2 weeks from now, we'll be putting up the live show that we did at the Gamebox Video Games and Comics in Topsom, Maine. Things like that can happen more and more frequently if you head over and become a patron. Just a couple of dollars a month is all it takes to really make a difference for the show. And of course, there's all kinds of rewards over there. Short stories, episodes, Dungeons & Dragons material, and even a couple of rewards, some high-end ones where I'll be a Dungeon Master for your story. A story that takes place in the world of New Merida has an impact on our game. So, if it doesn't break the bank, head on over, give us a couple of bucks, and help us make this show even bigger and better. That's all this week. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Guys, there's a lot of puppy in this cloak. I needed to say it.
What?
Genevera, the sorcerer.
Genevera, you're sitting there next to Clyde, who just goes, "What the fuck?"
I hold up my hand for a high five.
Gebetto, the rogue.
As soon as they see the five of you, their expression hardens.
Well, we'll see you later. And Gebetto just turns.
Gillick, the paladin warlock.
But you're dying again, right? Like, you die, then you get a spirit.
And you're nothing.
And then
you become nothing.
And then you're nothing. That sounds like bullshit. Let's go kill the Death Lord.
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Yeah, but I'm asking specifically why Jeff is important to Asher.
It's just the first name. You know what? I don't have to justify this.
Let us recall what happened when we last left our heroes.
The guards turn and they say, "The king! She's dead! Long live the king."
Heads around the corner, up a staircase, and finds itself on the second floor, where it is looking at 4 guards standing around the people of Adventure Incorporated.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated.
Well, let's get started.
No.
You wanted to talk...
Hard no.
You wanted to talk to Patrick before you rested?
Yeah. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't no rest for the...
Sad. The sad boys.
Yeah. The sad boys. Sad boys.
Well,
They're just so sad they have to stay awake. No rest for them.
I love the idea that you're like, "Hey, sad boys! Pew 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 pew! We're so sad!" All right.
New team name.
No.
Well, if it isn't the sad boys.
Yeah, it's us.
Okay, so, you go and Patrick was part of the group that had been, we'll say quarantined, but I mean kidnapped and hostaged. But, so, now that he is free, he's like, everyone's sort of gone back to their own dwellings or whatever. You guys know where Patrick lives, so he is in his own quarters, in his room, so...
Guys, should we get everyone together kind of all at once? Adonan and Klug and Patrick and...
I kind of feel like we should talk to Patrick alone.
Yeah, in private.
Just because the things that we have to say to Adonan and Klug are different, and
More business than hey.
in Iron Shaper. The three of them, like I feel like is more of a positive conversation.
Yeah, Iron Shaper's a dad, and Clug has like a weird way of like making everybody else feel okay. So I just kind of wanted like people with experience talking to kids and experience with delivering bad news kind of around.
I'm kind of with Gebetto on this.
Because
That's actually pretty
I'm
good.
really terrified of fucking it up and saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. If we do that, then should we talk to them first and him second? So that they're not, like, blindsided when we're like, hey, we need you for emotional support?
Oh, you want to give him, like, prep work?
Kind of.
Okay.
That's fair. Actually, I like that idea, because we can talk to them pretty quickly, get their, hey, you'll be here, can you handle this kid? I like that idea.
I guess, if that's what we want to do.
Won't delay it too much. I don't know.
I mean,
I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it might feel overwhelming for him to have 8 people telling him this news.
do you think...
So,
It would it
7 be easier if you could just deliver the news to him?
Robot.
Yeah, but he's like a big, cuddly, giant robot.
Yeah.
He's so little, and he's so...
Who does he trust in here? Like, who is the person who could deliver the news the softest to him?
Clug.
Right. I guess we're all in agreement.
No, I mean, like, I think you raise a good point. If all 5 of us are going to go, does it make a difference if there's 2 or 3 more?
I guess not. It's just, I don't know, I'm thinking like of we were all, I guess I don't know how he's gonna react, so I just feel like it should feel more like a personal conversation with him rather than feel like a telling everybody all at once sort of thing, because if we're telling Iron Shaper and Clug and Adonan at the same time, then it feels less personal to me. It feels less like a, hey Patrick, we are concerned about your emotional state right now, and more of like an announcement.
Do you want to do the Patrick conversation, and we'll do the Clug and Iron Shaper conversation, and Adonan?
I like this plan.
I'm kind of liking this plan, too.
I don't...
We're all in agreement.
Thumbs up majority. It sounds...
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that we should talk to Patrick separately. Is all I'm saying. Not that one of us should talk to Patrick. Just more like we should talk to him like it's that he's the important person.
Gebetto just kind of like looks at everybody else.
That's not the wrong way to do it. That's fine. Like, I think he wouldn't he won't be less sad or blindsided if more people are there. But I haven't had these conversations with people, so I trust your judgment. If you want to, like, let's just go. Let's go talk to him.
All right.
I mean, I might be wrong.
Yeah, because
I might not be right. I just think the important thing is to talk to him as soon as possible, so he doesn't have time to hear this news from some other source, and for us to tell it to him in private.
Should we all go?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. And so, I guess we head to Patrick's room?
I guess we do.
Okay. Patrick's in one of the sort of the dormitories that are used for the staff at Adventure Incorporated. So it's the people who are here all the time as opposed to the adventurer dormitories, which are on a floor below in the barracks. So he has his own personal room. It is not large. It's a sort of a small space, but it is his space, and that's where he is.
Real cozy.
I knock on the door really, gently.
He doesn't hear it.
It's too quiet.
I knock on the door a little.
Oh, I guess he's not here. Cool.
Louder.
Anyways, bye.
Still gently with volume.
Hello?
Hey, Patrick. It's us. Can we talk to you?
As you're saying that, the door slowly starts to open, and you can see Patrick sort of in the sliver of the door, looking out. Oh, thank you for everything you did, saving us.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick, can we talk to you for a quick minute?
Yeah. Is everything
You're not
okay?
in trouble. No, but well.
He pushes open the door. He has a very concerned look on his face.
Yeah, I wonder why.
What do you mean everything's not okay?
Okay, well, Genevera flounders. Looks at everyone else. And everyone else is
You want me
silent?
to do the emotional thing?
You got this.
Okay, okay. Patrick, we have some news for you about your aunt.
He's just staring intently.
She, in an act of political transition, has unfortunately been killed.
What? Who?
Gillick runs over and gives him a hug.
Who did this? Are you going to get revenge on them?
So
It's okay.
It's
gonna be okay.
I mean, so we were there. We saw it happen.
Then you know who it was.
It was Clyde.
What?
Yeah. Clyde wrote himself in as the successor to the throne. We have removed him from leadership here at Adventure Incorporated, and we are having people look into the appropriate line of succession. But in the meantime, we just got back from Carapath, so this is the first. Wait, is it not Carapath? Is it?
No, I just pictured you being like, anyway, we just got back from Carapath, so we're real tired.
So I'm
really need to rest.
I'm really
take our bags, please.
I'm really thirsty. If you.
So you're
just get us a tea.
Dead.
No. So this is the first conversation that we've had with anyone about what's happened, and we found it most important to go to you first to let you know, because personally speaking, it's pretty fresh on my mind, having lost a parent or someone close to me, and I think looking around the room here, we've kind of all been in that situation.
Yeah, my dad was murdered too.
So if you need to talk about it, we just wanted to let you know that we're here for you, and we understand that there are a lot of feelings behind this.
He sort of like slowly backs to the edge of his bed, and he sort of sits down. And he takes a long moment where he doesn't say anything. Does this mean I'm gonna have to leave?
No.
Why?
No.
Not at all. You do good work around here, bud.
I know. I know. I was only brought here because of her, and I don't. And Clyde and.
No, man. We
don't know what this.
We want you to
means.
stay. Absolutely. You've proven yourself for you, like who you are, not just because of your name. So yeah, we want you to stay.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, unless you choose to leave. Like, there, you know, like it's not.
As long as it's your choice.
Then, if I.
We refuse to let
Asher's
you
a
pick
little
a different choice.
Asher's a little perplexed right now. He's like, "Why would you? Why do you want to stay?"
This place has given me a purpose. I didn't really know my aunt very well. It's sad to hear that she has passed, and I'm confused about the circumstances, I guess. But I found a life that I might be able to build here. If you'll let me.
Absolutely. We love hearing that you feel comfortable and that, you know, that Adventure Incorporated has given you a feeling of place and a feeling of purpose. I think we all have felt that through this place. and so it's nice to hear that, you know, you're doing okay.
You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
So what happens with Clyde?
Well, he is right now he's king of Carapath. I would say that none of us is sure what the future holds for Carapath, for Clyde. It's like Geppetto said, we had just gotten back, and then the whole saving you guys thing happened. So we haven't really had time to really process or think about it. We just wanted to, before you could hear it from some other place, we wanted to make sure we caught up with you first.
And Adventure Incorporated has always been kind of ruler adjacent, right? Like we've kind of never really meddled in politics before. As long as we can continue doing what we need to do as a separate entity. So I hope that when we find out kind of what's going on with this line of succession, that it all kind of flows easily from there. But yeah, I don't know that we have any real answers as far as how to handle Carapathian leadership right now, considering I think we're basically in the hunt for a new day-to-day ops manager here.
That seems reasonable.
And that kind of has to take priority right now for us.
Sure.
But again, if there's anything that you need, let us know. As soon as we know who will be kind of taking over the day-to-day stuff around here, we'll kind of let them know as well what's going on, and make sure that they have an eye out for you as well here, pal.
Well, thank you for telling me, I guess.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Gebetto, offers a hug?
Did Gillick ever stop hugging?
Probably not. I feel like...
So I was thinking about that. When he went to slide back from the bed, Gillick probably let him go.
Just slid with him. Yeah. I will comfort you, damn it.
Yeah. I won't have it any other way.
You're part of me now. The team. Sorry, the team. You're part of the team.
Right. You will be assimilated.
Patrick Darkheart is absorbed into Gillick.
He just eats him.
Gillick!
I don't think Patrick goes for the hug.
I'm sorry, I have a problem.
That's
fine.
He just sort of gives you a little pat on the shoulder.
Sure.
Woof.
I like that he's as tall as I am, too, so it's not like...
He's probably taller than you. He's 15. He's not like a baby.
Oh, yeah, definitely taller.
Unlike Gnomes,
baby.
Right, yeah.
I'm just saying, my son is 3 years old. He's as tall as Gebetto is.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is that real?
I think he's still a little shorter, but not by much.
Wow.
Gnomes are tiny. Holy shit.
Well, Kirk's also just huge. But
he's a reed.
So where? You go ahead.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. I guess talk about some stuff. Do you want us to send someone to check up on you? Do you want one of us to come check up on you? Are you okay? Alone?
I think I'll be okay.
Alright. Well, let us know.
Alright, pal. Have a good one.
It's just such an awkward thing.
Good
to
night.
Here's this huge bum. Bye.
Yeah, Gebetto does basically everything except for the peace out fingers, and leaves.
As you leave, he's just sort of quietly and contemplatively. Contemplatively? That's not how that's pronounced, but you know what I mean. Sitting on his bed.
He's contemplating.
Yes, thinking about the news that you have given him.
Oh God! I just realized we busted in on a 15-year-old in his bedroom after a super stressful experience.
What do you need?
We just harsh.
Can we talk to you? Not a good time.
Gillick hugs him. His hands just go straight in front of him,
We ruined his day in multiple ways.
Oops. Kev slaps him on his shoulder and walks out.
Okay,
yeah,
so
Gebetto just moves the sock closer to the door as he's leaving.
Barf time.
Barf town. Why is that Barf town?
I don't know. It felt right to say.
Rob only does things when they feel right.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you guys headed next?
Barf town. That's why I said it.
Let's go to Adonan.
Yeah. Let's get Adonan, Iron Shaper, and Clunk together.
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna go
first?
Nah.
No, I think that.
Yeah.
No, talk to.
Let's get our business in order and then go to bed.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. Who's gonna go find? These people aren't all in the same place. So who's gonna go to get people? Are you gonna send runners? Like, what are you looking to do?
Let's send runners.
Yeah.
We own this place.
Send runners.
Yes, correct. Gillick definitely wants runners sent.
Okay.
I'm not looking for shit. That's not my job.
So you set yourself up in let's say Clyde's office,
The throne room.
which is the war room.
Yeah. Yeah, we build a throne room real quick and then set up the
Where
office
the magic
in there.
happens.
With 5 thrones.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, well, you don't do that real quick, but that's definitely something
All in
you
an
can do for the
outward-facing
future.
circle at the center of the room.
The Council of Many Pennies has requested your honor.
You send 3 runners away. Shortly, Iron Shaper appears in the Clyde's office with you.
Was that a dwarf joke?
Yes, he shortly appears.
Right.
He says, Many
Golly.
Pennies. I'm so happy that you guys made it back when you did.
Oh?
Thanks.
Oh?
Yes.
Yeah, just because of the
Because of the
Why?
hostage
attack,
situation.
right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
It would have.
Lots happened.
gotcha.
We have a lot to. Yeah. We'll wait for everybody. So we'll have to tell the story 3 times.
Okay. He's sort of like
And I just
he
stare.
sits quietly for a minute. I don't want to make you say everything multiple times, but things are good.
We'll tell you later.
Things are good.
Everyone isn't here.
Things are good.
Jeez, this guy doesn't get it.
Gee, I know, right?
Maybe this was a bad
Gosh.
choice.
Ah, what are you thinking?
One of the runners comes
Got
in and he's like, "Many Pennies, we can't find." He looks around. He's like, "Where is Adonan?"
He sent you to find him.
Yeah, we found Adonan. We told him to come here. Hold on, I'll be back. He runs out again. A few minutes later, Adonan comes in. He's like, yes, I understand. Many Pennies, you're back, hooray!
All right.
Sorry, I got
Cool, we're
I
just
got
waiting.
distracted. There was a potion brewing, and I didn't want to leave it, but I'm here now, hooray!
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Hi.
Oh no.
I like him.
Should we take this meeting to your house? So that
It should
Run
be,
and get him and then
it
get back
should be
to his
fine.
house.
Everything's fine now. He looks back. No, it should be fine. It
Oh,
should be
God.
fine.
Does Asher see smoke out the window?
Not yet.
okay, we'll keep this really quick.
Yeah, does my 19 passive perception detect fucking explosions?
Not yet. Okay, what can we do for you?
Well, we're still waiting for
Well,
Clug, so.
I think can we just like have this quick conversation and then let Adonan go keep his house unblown up?
Yeah, okay. So listen, guys, Clyde killed the Lady of Knives, and now he's the King of Carapath. I know.
What?
Yeah, we were equally surprised when it happened. But yeah, so he killed the Lady of Knives. He became
Adonan's like nodding his head. He's like, good.
he became the King of Carapath.
Good.
To separate ourselves, politically from that, we have fired Clyde.
There it is. It's all going according to the plan then.
What plan?
What?
The plan that Clyde and I discussed.
What? Go
Well,
on.
when we were trying to decide what to do about the Lady of Knives and the actions she had taken so far, it was something that we had discussed as an opportunity to alter some of the laws as they stood and execute this plan if it ever became a last resort. I urged him to do it sooner rather than later, and it seems that he took heed.
I mean, come on, man. Why didn't you tell us about this?
I believe at the time you were somewhere in another reality. It made it difficult. Another realm doing one of your realm things.
Okay.
That actually seems fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
We have discussed trying to find a solution about the king.
That's different.
And this was the solution we came up with.
Different.
Well, so, anyway...
Iron Shaper's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't mention this to me. Adonan's like, well, you weren't there. We just didn't mention it. It was fine. It was a good idea. It all worked out in the end. Now we have King Clyde, who will protect our interests here in Carapath.
So...
Yeah, that's...
Asher's, jaw is open and he's just stunned.
So, kind of the second shoe to drop on that there, right, is that now we need people to be in charge here when we're gone.
Kind of like the new Clydes.
Iron Shaper's mouth is just hanging open. He's just staring at Adonan. Like, you're talking, you're not really even sure he's registering it, as he's just staring at Adonan, mortified.
And so we thought, rather than give one or two people full control over Adventure Incorporated, because things like, I don't know, the leader of the company marrying the King of Carapath happened when there was only one person making decisions. We thought,
and then that person,
we thought we should just go ahead and appoint a council.
That seems reasonable to me.
And so we wanted to ask the two of you and Klug if you would be our counsel.
Oh, is he back?
Where did he go?
Where's Klug?
He never made it back.
Last I knew, Klug was with Keth, actually. I assumed that with Keth returned...
We sent him back home with taxi money or caravan money.
Taxi money
from the vampire cave.
The vampire cave?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
what?
Okay.
Yes. And he had no memory, but we just let him go.
Well, I mean, he seemed like he could walk.
Jeez, but didn't we give
taxi
him
money?
We told him
Iron Shaper's face of aghast face turns from Adonan toward Keth.
It was a good idea at the time. We had stuff to do. He said he was good. I believed him. That was a long time. That might have been a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago.
Well, for us as players, I don't know how long it was.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
What season did it happen?
Yeah, but it was
It's only
before the whole Omen.
Yeah.
right. So that was a 2-week period, a month period traveling back from there. Or no, it was 2 weeks traveling back from there. So all told, you've probably the last time in world that Klug was seen was a month ago.
As for a point of reference for us, 15th of April is the last time we saw Klug. So that's why it feels like forever.
Jeez.
So
Maybe a month and a half.
how long does it normally take to travel back from Emberfall?
By carriage, 2 weeks. On foot, a month.
So he's only a little late.
But Klug moves fast.
Oh.
Iron Shaper, is there any way we can track this guy? He's got a lot of metal and magic.
In your life stones.
They sort of look at each other. He's
Iron Shaper says, there's probably something we could do.
Some sort of scrying.
We'd have to work on it for a while, but we could probably figure something out to track him down.
Can you do that, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't you guys go back to whatever it was you're doing before we called you in here, just so, nothing blows up.
Is it... So, are you going to have the two of us try and cover for our departed operational manager, or...
Yes.
Well, we really want it to be the three of you. So the sooner that Klug gets back, the sooner we're able to push through those promotions and make everything official. But you know how HR can be. Like, if we start two of you now and then the third one later, it's going to change service time. It's going to be a big thing. So, I think the easiest way to do it right is just as soon as Klug is back, we'll make that announcement. We'll make it happen.
Well, this is true, but we still have to fulfill the business need of the company. That has to come first.
Yeah, so I think that maybe we should stick around until that happens. But, you two are free to go, and the five of us can talk about that, and then get back to you. Check your mailboxes with more information.
We
we'll
do
set
have
up
we do have something to show you when you guys are ready, so you can have your conversation. But if you want to meet me tomorrow, let's say in my forge, I've got something to show you guys.
Okay.
Is it the arcane battle wagon?
Nah, I'm still working on plans for that, Gibetto. I'm sorry. It's
I'm sorry. I just get my hopes are so sky high for this thing.
Might want to temper those a bit. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
And then Adonan, you
Goodbye.
hear as they're walking out, Adonan says, "Do you want to go get some dinner? We can grab a meal and discuss
Adonan,
things."
you have potion brewing.
Yes.
And the door shuts. Okay.
I guess. I mean, Klug's probably fine.
But
Yeah.
He's
the
big.
most important thing is that
He's big. He's made of metal. It's great.
What, Genevera?
we need to set to work as soon as we can on tracking down the dagger. We need to get in touch with Omen and see if they've gotten hold of it. And if not, we need to make that a priority. And I know that Klug being gone is worrying. But we should think of a plan B.
Are we comfortable with having Iron Shaper and Adonan run this place alone right now?
Yeah. I am.
I mean, what's the other option?
What? The two out of the three, they're gonna be making big decisions independent of Klug. Anyways, they're gonna be dividing and conquering.
I don't
know. Maybe. Oh, sorry.
Go
man.
ahead.
I was gonna say maybe it would be good to, if we are gonna be the leaders of this company, then maybe we should take a minute and make sure everything's going the way we want it to go. Train him, I guess. I mean, honestly, I'm not even sure what Clyde did, for the day-to-day operations. I feel like I should probably know that.
We need to find... Go ahead.
I just don't think we have time to waste on that.
Fair point.
I know it's important, and I think that's why Klug was an important part of that plan, because Klug was a master of Adventure Incorporated for many, many years, whereas Adonan and Iron Shaper on their own don't have that link to the organization the way that Klug does. Do we have anyone else who
I just thought of something. We could do this. I don't know how you guys feel about it. But, what is Patrick's job again?
Child.
Yeah.
He's
15,
he's
we were
kind
all
of a
pretty,
runner.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying we throw him in that position, but at least maybe get him and someone else. Like, give him something a little extra to do and maybe work towards. You know. I don't know. I want to help the kid.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe setting up an apprenticeship for him with,
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a way to do it, make him somebody's summer intern, but, like...
Geppetto, you always have the words for what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
Beyond that, I really don't want to...
I don't think you should be thrust into that position. I wish we knew where Redbridge was, and I wish we knew where Clug was.
Yeah.
Yes and yes.
God, if Redbridge were here, everything would be so much easier. Or, honestly, at this point, I'd take crazy-ass Viltroth, too. Like, I know.
He'd probably run the organization well, but, like, he'd be like, I got a piece occasionally, which is not great. That's us.
Yeah. I think they can handle it. The two of them. It's gonna be rough, but Genevera is right. Like, we have so much to do, and I don't think we can. Stay around.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't think that we should leave Iron Shaper, and I think that we need to, like, I do agree that quickly we need to figure it out because we have more pressing priorities. But I think that we should come up with a third person who's been here the longest. Who's been employed at Adventure Incorporated the longest? Genevera whips out her log employee book, and what is the name that she sees at the top?
Who has been employed at Adventure Incorporated the longest?
Yeah, probably besides Evan, though, because...
And Spooky Todd's not coming back, is he?
He's not been around. He has not. No one has heard from him since you guys went after necromancy. So,
also, that's a bit of a meteoric rise that I'm sure would be appreciated.
The longest people. There is actually a group, a 3-person team, who has been there a long time. But they are of adventurers. Next, short of that, is sort of the chaplain who handles sort of like interacting with the other priests that come or the other members of the church that come. He's been there a long time, and of course, Clug's pretty high on the list, and that's sort of the top of the list. There's also like a chef who's been there a long time, but he's not like
Anthony.
Done.
I just want you to give us a new character that we can go talk to and put in charge. I just want you to make this easy on us.
Yeah, man. Like, what about?
I would like you to make this hard decision easy by making someone up who's like, I was the CEO at the last company I worked for.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, right. Why didn't we think of Garrett before?
What about, like, I don't know.
He gave it up to be an accountant with Adventure Incorporated. He didn't want anyone to find out.
Yeah. He used to work for Missions Possible as the head of their operations, but...
Who is Clug's, like, right-hand man? Like, who is Clyde? Like, who is Clyde, like, worked with the most?
So...
The three people that we picked, probably.
Yeah. I mean, Clyde, it turns out Clyde was doing... taking on a lot of this stuff on his own. He had really taken, 3 people's jobs and done them by himself. He'd relied a little bit on Adonan and Iron Shaper, but they had their own projects they were working on, their own things they were doing for you guys. So he really handled the logistics, the nitty-gritty stuff, the stuff that would you could try and do, but your particular skill sets are not necessarily geared toward day-to-day administrative, long-term office work. Geppetto,
I can do accounting. I know magic.
Geppetto, you cooking the books with
Hell yeah, baby.
Cooking the books.
Power word, money.
You get $1.
Hell yeah!
But sadly, there's
Do
no
that.
secret answer to this. There's no hidden expert.
What are people's concerns about leaving 2 out of the 3 people we're choosing in charge?
Well, considering Adonan just came in with a potion brewing and immediately forgot about it as he was leaving, didn't show up to a meeting on time because of it, and then was gonna just go get food rather than go home and check on it. Unsure whether it was dangerous or not to leave it. I'm not. I feel like he's someone who might need to be kept in a little bit of check.
We might use the term liability
Yeah.
when describing him.
He's really smart, and he has a lot of great ideas, and clearly he's a plotter. But
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like Iron Shaper is like the like if Iron Shaper could just take the whole job, but I don't know if he could because I feel like he has other responsibilities that we need him to do. You know, I feel like Iron Shaper I trust. Klug than Iron Shaper, and then I really don't know Adonan that much. But now I got a real perspective on him just a moment ago.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Klug, I don't know. He's run this place before. I agree. It would be great if he was here, but he's not going to be able to. Maybe I don't know if we're so concerned about Adonan, why put him in charge at all? But if we have made that decision, I think having 2 out of the 3 is good enough. So we can, move to more pressing matters.
I don't know. I feel like if Adonan's, as you say, I don't know, forgetful, it's not. We're not running with 2 out of 3. We're running with 1 out of 3.
But why is he in the 3 if we don't trust him at all?
Yeah, that's a good point.
My thing. That's what I'm getting at too.
But I do. I think he's a very he's clearly a capable person, and I think he's trustworthy in that he thinks he's doing his best for us in the world. And Iron Shaper, I trust. So I think for now they're a great pair, and they're going to find Klug. They're the best people to find Klug too. So theoretically, we'll have him back.
Okay.
So I think the reason Adonan is useful in a leadership capacity is because of his ideas and because of his intelligence. I think having 2 people who are more practical to be able to shoot those ideas down is why you need Klug and Iron Shaper. They're both pragmatists who will be able to look at what things actually are, while Adonan dreams about what things could be. And I think that's a really important skill to have in your leadership, but I think it needs to be weighed against a heavier dose of pragmatism than just one person. That's why he's part of the 3 for me.
I agree with that. I also will say that the reason that, one of the biggest reasons for me that I'm not as comfortable with just leaving the 2 of them in charge is that because, like I said earlier, they don't have direct ties to Adventure Incorporated, and it's inner workings in the way that Klug does. Not that they don't know what's going on here, but the little day-to-day things that they wouldn't have necessarily experienced or know. If you ask Adonan and Iron Shaper where the log books are kept, I'm not sure that they would know all those little things that just about the company that Klug would.
Agree, but they're finding him, and in the meantime, there'll be some growing pains. I imagine we might lose some money. It's not going to go as smoothly as if Klug were here, but
All right. So can I do an out of game for a second?
Yeah.
There has to be other people who know where the logbooks are that can teach Adonan and Iron Shaper where they are.
I asked Anthony, and no one else works here.
That's not what I said. You asked me who's been there the longest.
There's 3.
Clyde was not the only person that knows where the logbooks
and there's
are.
a priest.
There are quantifiable lists of you said who's been here the longest. Those are the various categories of people who have been here the longest.
Yeah, well, like Patrick has been here longer than someone we just hired last week, so that's all a scale, right?
Okay, well, yeah, you can. By the end of the list, everyone in the company has been here longer than a minute, so they're all on the list. Go for it. But I'm not. This is the solution to this is not create someone new who just solves your problem.
I don't see why not. We have employees that have been here for years. So
You've given us resources, Anthony.
Someone who's been here for a very long time and put that was what I was trying to. I thought that was an obvious ask.
I think this is a job for the character I made up, Rikus.
Yeah, I think the right answer here
is
is just making it up and not telling Anthony before you make it up.
Sure.
To be fair, I asked him to make up Rikus in the moment, so it's all good. I'm fine with Rikus as a choice.
All right.
Please.
Rikus.
Like
I am.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that his first name or his last name?
Right, it's his only. It's his only name.
Right.
He actually did have a last name.
No, his first name was Radical.
No, that's not true.
Radical Rikus.
It was Jefferson.
Rikus pokes his head in. You guys talking about me?
Rikus Jefferson. I think that was.
Did you call me? Did you need me for something?
How high is your perception check?
Very, very high.
So high.
Okay, see?
So high.
So high.
I knew you were back, and I wanted to speak with you about some things, and I just I heard maybe my name and thought I'd poke my head in. Are we good?
No, sorry. We were actually talking about plants. I said I think this room could use a ficus.
Ficus.
Okay, great.
Sorry. I understand the confusion there. My bad.
No, that's not for Micah.
You'd be surprised how often that happens. And he just turns to me.
A lot of ficus talk around here.
Do you think he likes us? Do you think he like us?
He pokes his head. Did you need me for something?
No. I didn't say her name.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. I said like us.
I'm sorry. Are you sure?
Okay.
All right. See you. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Bye.
Guys, I'm just.
Oh, we gotta get understood. Yeah. Sorry.
What was that, Gillick? Sorry. After you.
No, we gotta leave quickly to make sure I get on the right bus.
I'm sorry. Did you need me for something?
I'm sorry. No, but also, what's a bus?
Guys,
all right. I'm all set
have a good night, Rikus. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Guys, but seriously, we got to figure out what we're going to do about this whole Clyde situation. The last thing I want is for him to come in, make some new laws, and tax hike us.
Waiting for it.
Hey, did you say
we
my name?
haven't been talking about you this entire time, right?
Being a little aggressive.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
If we need you, we'll send somebody to get you. Okay, pal?
All right. No, I get it. I understand.
I'll talk to you.
Great.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
okay.
Just give me a shout if you need me.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
We haven't been shouting this.
Hey guys,
His
I was
ears are
thinking, like
insanely
shouting
loud.
has been really bad. Do you think that if we're gonna make an address, we should find someone to mic us?
He pokes his head
I
back.
look at the door and no, why?
Hey, was that me? Were you Jennifer? Did you need me for something?
Did I sound like I needed you for something?
You did. It sounded like you said my name. Yeah.
I didn't.
You're so
real weird.
Sorry.
What did
Real
you
weird,
think?
Rikus.
What did you think she said? Real quick. What did you think she said? Just other than your name. What were the other words?
I didn't. I was trying not to eavesdrop. I just heard my name and it sort of like pricked up on me, and I just.
We'll see you later.
Have you noticed that every time it hasn't been you? Okay.
Pattern.
I'll talk to you later.
So guys,
I like
as far
that
as
guy.
a new person to head Adventure Inc., what about Rikus? Like, he seems to be a real go-getter. I'm coming around on him.
He doesn't come in.
Finally. I mean, I like him, and I think he's clearly observant, and he'll keep us observed.
He's very present.
Yeah, very present.
Yeah,
I'll
give him a second.
Saying his name in a mirror 3 times when he appears.
I like how sort of disgusted with him Asher is. Asher's like, you're embarrassing me.
So my
I made you. You're embarrassing me.
I made you.
It's the leader of my fucking scouting team. God. Oh.
All right.
But yeah, he's the other person that I was thinking of.
He is the only other employee here.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, besides our chef.
Our chef.
Or
Chef?
Evan. Evan's here. You could assign Evan.
No,
I mean, honestly, that wouldn't be the worst choice.
I'm pretty sure that would be the worst choice.
No, Rikus would be worse.
Drunk
Why?
advice is, and then that could be tempered.
Okay, listen. What if we send out that 3-person team to find Klug? Because they know him because they've been around the longest.
For a long time.
They're so old, guys. We can't send them out.
The geriatric squad.
Jerry and the
It's like 2 old. It's 2 old humans and an elf that's like completely normal.
You sent for us.
We're all 800 years old.
And the elf's like, dudes, hurry up.
It's been 83 years.
I mean, they've only worked at the company like 12 years. They're not like...
Nope.
Nope.
Too late.
Well, they started when they were 75.
Adventure Inc. had a real tough time getting job applications.
Couldn't find the
It
logbooks.
makes so much more sense how we got hired now.
Yep. Klug's like, oh, great, great, you
man.
guys are here.
Hey, you're not old. Thank God.
All right.
Sure.
For real, I think if we send that team after Klug, and we shoot a letter over to Kaelith. Oh wait, we've got the stone, right? We can just go to him.
We can just call him up.
No, it goes to him. It's a portal.
Oh. Okay.
Busy day, busy day.
And then we can find out what's going on with that and be back before any like decisions need to be made, and we can kind of, I would like to like be around just a little bit to try to ease this
Get shit in order.
transition, right?
I agree.
Like, I know we've got a lot of stuff going on, but
Yeah.
it might be good to kind of,
Get our house in
yeah.
order.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
I guess I'm good with waiting until we hear back from Omen.
Yeah.
And I think that okay. All right, I'm comfortable with that. Then we can talk about this leadership situation. We can get a handle on Klug. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to know how they're doing. I think it's important to know how the God, what's their names? I can never remember. The people we sent to Ishtara. God.
Omen?
The Forgettable Blubs? Was it the
No,
Forgettable
that's not
Blubs?
right. Yeah. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Those four people that we sent off to Ishtara. Was it 5? 4? 5? We should hear back from them.
I don't know.
We should hear back from Omen, and hopefully we can find Klug. In the meantime, Jesus Christ, I need a drink and I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Same.
And that's what you do. Okay, so you guys have your long rest. You awake refreshed the next day. What are you doing? What's your plan?
We've leveled up.
Yes, you did. We did that last time, though.
Oh yeah, right. Never mind.
2 episodes ago, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Gebetto's gonna eat a big breakfast.
So,
Ooh, Asher, it joins him. Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm done. I just finished. I'm good.
You have a whole tray of
Yeah,
food. Where are you going?
My eyes were bigger than my tiny little belly.
You are very small. That's true.
No. That's fun. Come sit down.
Okay. Now, this is like the scenario Asher played out in his mind because he has social anxiety. Okay. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, after that nightcap, I was pretty tired. So yeah, I slept all right. How about you, pal?
This is just, I like.
Great.
Great.
You're doing great.
Oh, Jennifer, I didn't realize you're here.
Hey,
Oh gosh.
guys. I came for breakfast.
Hey, Lady J.
Hey. How you guys feeling?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Gillick just plops down with like a giant
It's like
tray
Holy cow.
overflowing onto the
it's like
table.
slam. Good morning. How you guys doing? Is everybody eating?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just finishing up. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Finishing up. I just sat down.
But I'm just.
Your plate's full. You had an egg.
Why?
Why are we so awkward around each other?
Yeah. What happened? It's never like this on the road. Now that we're like here, I feel like it's weirdly constricted.
Yeah, I think. Has
It
anybody
feels
seen
uncomfortable to
Kath?
be here.
By the way,
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
When Gebetto says that, he comes over with a slightly smaller tray of food than Gillick's, and sits down and says, "Good morning, guys."
hey, Kath.
Hey, Kath.
Hi, Kat.
Morning.
All right, new day.
Right? That's
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying.
I mean,
know
this is
what's going
great
on with
food
these
here.
guys.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I guess
Me too.
just the idea of like being here all day. Weird, right?
Yeah.
What does anyone even do here? We're bosses of this, and I don't even. Hey.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try like filing paperwork. I'm kind of excited about it.
What does that mean? What does that even
I forgot
mean?
to talk to. I forgot that. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. You're just gonna put like papers in boxes and be like.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
I need to talk to my employee whose name I don't want to say. Because I forgot I was supposed to talk to him yesterday and then I didn't. And then I gotta probably check on how his whole squad is doing.
I bet if you say his name, you can feel great.
Later. This is friend time. I'm worried if I say breakfast weird, he'll appear.
This is
trying to
so
think
stupid.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, cool. I finished breakfast and leave.
Great. Okay, so are we? So how are we?
No, Jennifer's Once he leaves, Jennifer starts having a conversation.
Asher comes back.
Great. How are we gonna get in touch with Omen?
Don't we have the portal thingy?
Yes, but if we use the portal, then we have to walk back here. So, should we send them a letter?
What if we throw a letter through the portal?
What a great
That's fun.
idea!
Oh,
Maybe
we could-
keep
But
it
isn't it
open
a
and
one-time
maybe-
use?
Cool.
We could
What
form
if
it.
we throw a letter through the portal with a rope attached to the letter.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
And then we can pull the letter back through once we get like a little tug on the other end.
Yes. Okay. So Genevera pulls rips out a piece of her notebook and writes, "Hey, Caleb, we just wanted to check in about the thing that we talked about last time. Do I need to be discreet?
Write dagger.
Yeah.
Just write the word dagger.
Okay. Scratch.
Rather than
starts over again because she can't handle edits. It's messy. Dear Caleb, we just wanted to get in touch about the dagger to see where your progress is, if your team has found it yet. Please tug gently on the rope to let us know you have a reply. Also, write that reply on paper and attach it to the rope. Love, the Many Pennies."
Perfect.
I'm excited.
Okay, so let's do it.
Okay.
Seems good.
Should we
do the thing?
probably get out of the calf?
Yeah, probably not do it here.
No, it's fine. No one else works at this company, so no one's gonna...
Chef.
There are a lot of teams who are newer than the old people.
Oh, we
Jerry
don't want
and
the
the
chef to
Atrix,
see.
Anthony.
Jerry and the Atrix.
Use their names.
Alright, so we go to the recently constructed throne room.
Wow, you guys work fast.
We didn't.
Adventuriatrix.
I see. Yeah, Patrick's putting on the finishing touches of the throne room that he is anticipating your whim on.
Oh my god.
Knew you could do it,
hell
Patrick. Knew it.
Looks good, pal.
Is it 5 chairs all sitting away from each other at the center of the room?
We're not.
in a
Well,
circle?
that would feel like it'd be difficult for you guys to have conversations if you're all sitting back to back.
We just speak forward. No, we're just. I don't know. It'd be like interesting.
Yeah, we project. We all project.
Great.
It's just who would get the center?
Well, there is
who
no
would
That's
get
what
the
you
center
want.
throne?
If you want the 5 of you to be sitting back to back, it's done. You're doing it.
That's the worst.
I love it.
I think that's kind of cool. It's the round table,
But it's a
thing, and we can
hilarious
talk to
round
everyone.
table because we're
Each
not
other.
facing each other.
What if
Right.
they're on swivel
Except
chairs?
each other.
Yeah, swivel chairs.
No,
That's
that's
cool.
good because that means we have to listen
Yo,
to each other.
swivel
So
thrones.
Patrick invents swivel chairs.
Oh, perfect. Oh, swivel thrones. I like that.
Swivel thrones.
Yes. We're even more of an office than ever before.
You go to your newly constructed throne room, and yeah. So you're going to use the stone in here.
Yeah.
I swivel on the throne.
Can I have your rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Genevera ties the letter.
Swivel
onto
throne's the
rope.
best idea I've ever had.
Okay, you take the stone, you toss it to the ground. The portal sort of springs up in its place, a swirling green portal. You take the rope attached to the note, and you toss the note through the portal.
How do you tie a rope to a note?
Gently.
Carefully.
Okay. Staples. We invent staples.
Guys, we can make a lot of money here if
Wait,
not doing
It's
adventuring
a
stuff.
rolled up parchment.
tool or the
and
company?
The rope kind of goes around it. And
Oh,
you put a little,
that makes
like,
more sense.
A little weight.
I don't know.
Exactly. A little weight.
Okay, that makes a lot of
in
sense.
the in the bottom of the letter, so that I know it'll go through.
Yeah, it goes through fine. I didn't have a problem with you tying a rope around a note. It worked fine for me.
No, I wasn't trying to be contrarian. I was just genuinely like, I can't visualize
Quit
it,
hating.
and now I can.
So yeah,
sorry.
you toss it through. You feel sort of a small tug on the rope, not an intentional one, as it feels like maybe the note is being untied from the rope.
No.
Is that the pull?
No,
Is that
I
the
think
sign?
That's just them taking it off.
But they were
Give them a
tugging on the
second
rope.
give them
But
a
it-
second to read it.
But it was a slight.
Do we have a box we can put the rope in? I mean, put a box that we can put the note in.
We already
to
sent
tie
the note,
rope
though.
around.
The
We
note's
already
already
sent the note
through, Gillick.
Oh,
Turn your
it's
chair
through?
around.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to get my flask.
Swivel.
Swivel that throne
walks
around,
through
baby.
the portal.
Wait, you told
What?
us it could only go one way.
That is not what I told you. that is not at all what I told you.
You said you can't portal us home.
Correct.
Listeners, find out how wrong Anthony is, and show us.
Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.